And welcome back to Howland High School, where we just saw an absolute thriller. Cardinal Mooney rallying past Howland by a final score of 53-52. The Cardinals pick up win number 9 of the season. It's time for our coaches segment now, which is brought to you by Trumbull County Children's Services. Let us support you while you support our kids. Cardinal Mooney head coach Carey Palermo joins us now. And Coach, what kind of emotion are you feeling now? Has your heart stopped beating very quickly as it was in those final moments? What are you feeling after a big thrilling win like this one?
Well, I mean, I'm proud of our kids, the way we competed in the second half. To be honest with you, my heart really wasn't beating. I was kind of disgusted with our performance in the first half. Just not a lot of effort, not a lot of mental focus. We've kind of been going through lapses with that the past week and a half. It's been in practice. It's carried over to the games. So I was pretty unhappy at halftime with my team. They obviously got the message, and they competed. It still wasn't perfect in the second half when we still made a lot of mistakes. There was still some missed rotations. Masucci's a really good player, and we were obviously keying on him, but we didn't rotate. We stared at the ball a lot. We stared and watched them. You probably get 14 or 15 offensive rebounds tonight, but we talk about if you want to compete for a championship in March, you're going to have to do the little things, and when it comes down to crunch time, you're going to have to make plays, and we did.
Tell me about that fourth quarter. You entered the fourth quarter down by 3, and then big triple after big triple, and you built that 8-point lead. What was the difference in that fourth quarter that allowed you to really break into that lead?
We got stops. With us, it all starts with getting stops on the defensive end. We're not we're not the biggest team, we're not the tallest team in the area. I mean, that's obvious just by looking at our roster. We do shoot the ball extremely well, but as you know, shooting comes and goes, and what we're trying to figure out, what we've been trying to figure out all year is, what do we do if we're not making the outside shots? How do we respond? Are we going to defend? Are we going to force turnovers? Can we put any pressure on the basket? So it all started with defensive stops.
What can you learn from being in an environment like this as a team? This experience is going to help some of your young guys as you get towards districts in another 5 weeks or so, but games like this certainly are good training grounds for you, aren't they?
They certainly are. We're a pretty battle-tested team. As far as our district's concerned, I don't think anybody plays the schedule as close to us as far as the Division I, Division II teams. To be honest with you, since probably the third game of the year against Struthers, I think every atmosphere we played in has been like this. And going back to last year, we were fortunate enough to win the district and make it to the regional semis. This environment stuff, we're prepared for it, but sometimes I think we get a little bit too comfortable in it. We get a little bit too caught up with the bright lights and the crowd and whatnot, and we kind of lose focus on, what matters in winning, doing the little things.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a tremendous win here tonight. We were glad to be a part of it. All the best moving forward, but we'll catch up down the road.
Appreciate it, Coach.
That's Carey Palermo, the head coach of the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. Cardinal Mooney outlasts Howland, rallying from behind 53-52. We'll wrap it up when we come back on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.